Hey, what's up, everybody? C-Man here, breaking in one more time. Now, while we are kind of throwing it back to the Monday C-Man, unfortunately, with this trailer that we're getting ready to watch, I actually talk about how it comes out in like 2 days, and that 2 days was actually 2 days ago. So when you hear that, don't be surprised that the movie is already on Netflix, and I will hopefully be checking it out sometime this week. But without further ado, let's throw it back to the C-Man for Monday. Take it away, Pest C-Man! Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the C-Man, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the C-Man's Cinema Sit Down. Oh, man, we are smack dab in the middle of one of my favorite things, and that is a trailer frenzy, man. All kinds of trailers that have come out the last week. We are checking out today. We just took a look at In the Tall Grass, which is a Netflix movie that is based off of a novella by Stephen King and Joe Hill, his son. And if you want to know what I'm thinking about this upcoming creepy movie, where like you're in some tall grass and there's some creepy stuff going on, you can go check it out right there. And now we're going to take a look at a movie that I was just intrigued simply by the title and then by one of the actors that are in this movie, because it's one of my faves. But if you want to find out what all that's about, you know what you gotta do. You gotta pull up a chair, take a seat. We're getting ready to take a look at the first official trailer for, get ready for it, man. It's such a great movie title. In the Shadow of the Moon. I mean, the title in and of itself just immediately hooks me. I'm like, ooh, I'm interested. What we got going on here? And then when you tell me that Michael C. Hall is gonna be in this, I'm super excited. Massive Dexter fan, massive Michael C. Hall fan. I love anytime he pops up, and he doesn't pop up super regularly anymore. So that immediately hooked me. And then, you also have Boyd Holbrook in there, who's somebody I really enjoy as well. And then the storyline. I mean, this sounds real interesting. In 1988, a police officer is hungry to become a detective and begins tracking a serial killer who resurfaces every 9 years. Good God, Michael C. Hall is playing the serial killer. I'm so here for that. I hope he's the serial killer, not the cop. But when the killer's crimes defy all scientific explanation, the officer's obsession threatens to destroy everything. Sounds like it's going to be another one of them psychological kind of movies where, that obsession that this, cop officer has, that obsession that this police officer has, could just unravel everything as it starts to mess with his head. That's the vibe I'm getting. Let's take a look and find out if that's what we're actually getting. So let's get our trusty little travel box up. All right, man, we are ready to get nice and small, so let's shrink it on down. Oh, geez, I lost my glasses, man. That was intense. But we are nice and tiny, and the trailer for In the Shadow of the Moon is down below. Let's see what we're getting with this serial killer cop drama psychological thriller investigation. I don't know, man. Let's see what we're getting, though. Ooh, another Netflix movie, too. Oh!
Boring shift, too much, Dad.
It's like a puncture wound. Boys across town just got 2 more bodies. Said both had some kind of mark on their neck.
And both got
3 random victims with the times of death and minutes apart. Bodies are miles apart. How's that work? Suspect heading west across Liberty.
Hello, Thomas.
What'd you say?
Is this where it happens?
What? Oh, jeez!
Today marks the 9-year anniversary of the Market Street murders and the still unidentified suspect.
Detective Lockhart, yes, hello. What do you mean it's happening again?
You guys gotta see this.
Philly PD. You've seen this woman.
Going for the train.
Nice to see you again.
What?
She gets torn apart by a train, and 9 years later, she's back.
She is priority number 1 for all law enforcement agencies.
You have to stop chasing me. I'm doing all this for a reason.
We're all going forward, but her. She's going backward.
You have no idea what's coming. If you kill me now, the world as you know it will end.
That's a trailer that's as fascinating as the title it has. In the Shadow of the Moon, coming to Netflix. When are we coming? September 20th. Holy shoot, man. That's 2 days away. We only got 2 days for that one. Whoa. That, like I said, looks like, I was right, man, psychological stuff. That looks like a total mind trip, kind of like sci-fi cop thriller. As disappointed as I was that Michael C. Hall was not playing our serial killer, I'll tell you what, Cleopatra Coleman, who is playing the serial killer, looks really, really fantastic. And especially because it seems like whatever she's doing has some sort of purpose. This seems like kind of like one of those like typical like investigative serial killer, type movies, something like the Black Dahlia, maybe, one of those like unsolvable type of cases. But meeting like a sci-fi aspect that kind of feels like maybe it's playing with like Memento type things, where like you have a person who's going backwards. Like Memento, the entire movie translates backwards. One of Christopher Nolan's first absolutely epic, fantastic flick. If you've never checked that out. But it seems like for Cleopatra Coleman's character, everything's going backwards. For Boyd Holbrook and Michael C. Hall, everything's going forward. So that in and of itself is like wrapping my mind in all sorts of like tangles, and just trying to wrap your brain around that is one thing. And then just that looks really intriguing. I like that, like you get to see all of it, and this is, isn't one of those things like every 9 years has been happening for a long time. This happens, she dies, 9 years later she comes back. You definitely see how that's gonna mess with Boyd Holbrook's mind, because who's gonna believe somebody that's like the serial killer, not from, like, they're doing something that's not real. That looks really fascinating. We only got 2 days to wait for it, so I'm pumped for In the Shadow of the Moon. The question is, are you here for these type of like psychological, police, cop, bad guy, good guy type of criminal, investigative type stories? Do you like Boyd Holbrook, Michael C. Hall? Does the story seem fascinating? Are you in for a thriller? What's working or not working? Like I said, I like the thriller aspect. I like that concept of like people moving in different directions and all sorts of mystery behind it. So let me know everything you're thinking about it down below in the comments. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, you want to come hang out with the old C-Man, and hopefully a couple days I'll be free up to check this one out and then talk to you about it. You want to do that, you got to hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you know when it happens, man. You get alerts every time I drop a video if you hit that bell button. So do that for me. I'll review that for you when it drops in a couple days. And until then, man, for the C-Man Cinema Sit Down, I'm the C-Man, and I'm signing off, man. Peace!